Welcome to our YouTube channel students, e-learning hub by Udgam Welfare Foundation. So in Microsoft Word we are going to discuss about how to create a file, how to save a file, how to create a text document and how to change the font, whether it is in bold, italics or underline, how to change the size of the fonts, how to make paragraphs, how to align paragraphs in a proper manner, how to give numbering to different points, whether it is bullet points or the numerical numbering. So today we are going to discuss all this in our present class. Also we are going to discuss the theoretical part in this class, and later on we are going to discuss the practical aspect on the basis of this particular class. Clear everyone? So when you see or when you start your computer, you will see your desktop, right? How to start a Word file, how to search a Word file. You have to type Word here, as you can see in the search bar. This is called the search bar. Once you see the word here, you will be highlighted with a Word file, Word app. On clicking on this Word app, you will see another window, right? And that window will look like this. Here you will see different formats of the Word file. This is a blank document, and these are basically different types of formats which you can use. These formats are ready-made only. Clear everyone? But here we are discussing about this blank document. You have to click on the blank document to start with a fresh document, and on this document we are going to add our letters, text and paragraphs, right, which we are going to discuss on computer. Once you open the Word document or Word file, it will look like this. Can you see? Yes. It will look like this, and here you can do, if you type here, let us say ABC, आपने टाइप करा, आप यहाँ पर क्लिक करेंगे, इसको हाईलाइट करके आप इसको सिलेक्ट कर लेंगे, विच वी आर गोइंग टू डिस्कस ऑन कंप्यूटर. हाईलाइट कर लेंगे, बोल्ड पे क्लिक करेंगे तो ये बोल्ड कर देगा उसको, राइट. आप उसको इटैलिक्स पे क्लिक करेंगे, इटैलिक कर देगा. यू जो आइकन है वो अंडरलाइन का आइकन है. आप अगर इसे कीबोर्ड के थ्रू करना चाहते हैं, सो व्हाट आर द कमांड्स फॉर दैट? कंट्रोल प्लस बी, कंट्रोल प्लस आई, कंट्रोल प्लस यू, right? Similarly, once you have done some typing on this particular file, you can easily save this file by going at this point, file. Once you click on this file, you will see a drop down which will show you save or save as. Clear? उसके बाद आपको इस टाइप का इंटरफेस दिखेगा जब आप उस पर सेव पर क्लिक करेंगे तो. सही है? तो यहाँ पर आप देख रहे हो कि सेव एज आ रहा है, दिख रहा है ये ऑप्शन, देखो सेव एंड सेव एज का ऑप्शन दिख रहा है. तो आप इसको क्या कर सकते हो, जब आप सेव करोगे इट इज गोइंग टू आस्क यू द पाथ, कहाँ पर आप उसको सेव करना चाहते हो, और आप अपना नाम वगैरह कुछ दे सकते हो उस फाइल को. नेम ऑफ द फाइल आएगा लिखा हुआ, तो आप उसको क्या करोगे, नाम दोगे फाइल को और एंटर कर दोगे, वो आपको सेव कर लेगा उसी पर्टिकुलर जगह पर, राइट. अब आते हैं यहाँ पर, देखो ये जो टेक्स्ट दिखा रहा है ये वाला ए, यहाँ पर आप किसी भी टेक्स्ट का कलर चेंज कर सकते हो. ठीक है, यहाँ पे कलर चेंज हो जाएगा टेक्स्ट का, ये बैकग्राउंड चेंज हो जाएगा. ठीक है, अगर आपको साइज चेंज करना है इस वाले टेक्स्ट का, आप इसको सिलेक्ट करेंगे. यहाँ पर आप देख रहे हो 11 लिखा हुआ है, 11 एंड कैलिब्रेट, दिस इज बाय डिफॉल्ट. ये मैं क्वेश्चन में भी आएगा. 11 पे आप क्लिक करेंगे तो यहाँ पे ड्रॉप डाउन आ जाएगा, आप कितना भी फॉन्ट साइज उसको बढ़ा और कम कर सकते हो, राइट. अब देखो जैसे ये है, आपने क्या करना है, फॉन्ट साइज चेंज करना है, राइट. यू हैव टू चेंज द फॉन्ट साइज हियर. तो आप क्या करोगे, हमने जैसे यहाँ पर ही सिलेक्ट किया, आप देख रहे हो कि इनका फॉन्ट साइज डिफरेंट है. उद्गम वेलफेयर फाउंडेशन को मैंने सिलेक्ट किया, यहाँ पर गए हम, अभी हमने क्या हुआ 18, तो यानी कि ये वाला जो फॉन्ट साइज है 18 है, और जो प्रीवियस वन थे यानी कि ये वाले देख रहे हो आप, ये कितना है 11 है बाय डिफॉल्ट. क्लियर है सबको? तो आप ऐसे करके इसका फॉन्ट साइज जो है वो बढ़ा और कम कर सकते हो, राइट. अब हम क्या कर सकते हैं, मान लो आपने पैराग्राफ टाइप करा, आपने पैराग्राफ टाइप करने के बाद आप यहाँ पर देखेंगे तो ये क्या होता है, अलाइनमेंट टैब्स है. क्या कहते हैं इसको? अलाइनमेंट टैब्स. दीज आर कॉल्ड अलाइनमेंट टैब्स. आप इसको अलाइन करेंगे बाय डिफॉल्ट, दिस इज लेफ्ट अलाइन, दिस इज सेंट्रली अलाइंड, दिस इज जस्टिफाई, दिस इज राइट अलाइंड एंड दिस इज कॉल्ड जस्टिफाई, जस्टिफाई, राइट। तो जब आप पैराग्राफ बनाते हो तो वो जस्टिफिकेशन करता है। जस्टिफिकेशन का मतलब है कि ये लेफ्ट अलाइनमेंट और राइट अलाइनमेंट बोथ को इकट्ठा करता है, सो दैट जो आपका पैराग्राफ है वो स्मूथली दिखे, वो क्लियर दिखे, ताकि आपका कहीं ऐसा ना हो कि राइट साइड से मार्जिन कम बढ़ा हुआ है, किसी लाइन के अंदर कोई लाइन कट गई है, नीचे आ गया है वो, है ना, तो वो एडजस्टमेंट कर देता है बाय यूजिंग जस्टिफाई। क्लियर एवरीवन? We are going to discuss more about the MS Word on computers in our practical class. Now we are going to discuss different questions on the basis of MS Word. These are very important and you have to appear in the online test on the basis of these questions only. And also this is going to enhance your skills related to MS Word because it contains different keyboard shortcuts as well. Right? So these questions will help you out in your practical lab as well. Sure. So these are the important question on the basis of the MS Word which is going to help you out in enhancing your computer skills as well, because you can see that there are various keyboard shortcuts like Control V, Control C and all those stuff, right? You have to memorize these shortcut and you have to apply this on your practical lab exams. Clear everyone? So you have to read each and every question one by one with the answer. Start.
What is MS Word used for? It is used for creating and editing text document.
So MS Word is used for basically creating and editing text documents. Next.
Which file extension is used by default in MS Word? .docs.
हाँ देखो ये एक्सटेंशन क्या है, यहाँ पे देख लो, ये बातें कम करो, यहाँ पे देखो ध्यान से। जब आप किसी भी फाइल को एक सेव करते हो, ठीक है, तो यहाँ पर आपका आता है नाम पूछता है, वो फाइल का नाम दो और यहाँ पर वो एक्सटेंशन देता है, डॉट ऐसे लिखा होगा, डॉक एक्स, सही है। यहाँ पर आपने नाम दिया, मान लो ABC आपका नाम है, राइट, ABC, तो फाइल का नाम क्या बन गया, ABC डॉट डॉक्स। क्लियर है? तो इस टाइप से वो फाइल सेव कर लेगा। एक्सटेंशन क्या हुआ हमारा, डॉट, ये वाला पार्ट आपका नाम नहीं, ये एक्सटेंशन है जो बाकी कुछ बचा है। नेक्स्ट।
हाउ डू यू मेक text bold in MS Word? Answer: click the B button or press CTRL Ctrl+B.
ठीक है, तो कैसे बोल्ड करोगे, या तो देयर आर टू ऑप्शंस, आप टास्क बार पे जाके B प्रेस कर दोगे या Ctrl+B आप यूज कर लोगे आफ्टर सिलेक्टिंग दैट पर्टिकुलर टेक्स्ट। नेक्स्ट।
What is the shortcut key to save a document? Ctrl+S.
ठीक है, सेव करने के लिए या तो आप जाओगे ऊपर, जैसे मैंने बताया, सेव फाइल में जाओगे तो सेव एज का ऑप्शन आता है, तो एक तरीका वो है, या आप Ctrl+S मारोगे तो वो पूछेगा सेम, आपको नाम देना फाइल का। अगर आपने काम करते करते सेव करना है तो Ctrl+S प्रेस करना होगा।
How can you open a new blank document? Ctrl+N.
तो आप मान लो विंडोज पे हो तो Ctrl+N आप दबाओगे, ठीक है। अगर आपने एक फाइल खोली हुई है, फॉर एग्जांपल आप काम कर रहे हो, उसके ऊपर ये फाइल मैंने खोली हुई है, इस पे काम कर रहा हूँ, अब मेरे को क्या चाहिए, मेरे को एक ब्लैंक फाइल चाहिए, तो आप क्या करो, Ctrl+N दबाओगे तो एक और फाइल वहां पे खोल जाएगी, नई फाइल। क्लियर?
Which key combination is used to copy text? Ctrl+C.
ठीक है, अगर आपने मान लो कॉपी करना है टेक्स्ट को, तो आप क्या करोगे, Ctrl+C करोगे। ये टेक्स्ट है, आप इसको पहले क्या कर लोगे, इसको सिलेक्ट कर लोगे, व्हाट इज MS Word यूज फॉर, आपने सिलेक्ट कर लिया, Ctrl+C मारा, आप यहाँ पर कहीं पर पेस्ट कर दोगे उसको Ctrl+V करके, तो वो पेस्ट हो जाएगा। क्लियर है? Ctrl+V, Ctrl+C इज कॉपी, Ctrl+V फॉर पेस्ट। चलो जी।
Which key combination is used to paste? वही ना, used to paste text? Ctrl+V.
ठीक है, Ctrl+C कॉपी करा, Ctrl+V पेस्ट कर दिया, आगे बढ़ो। नेक्स्ट, जल्दी करो।
Which key combination is used to cut text? Ctrl+X.
ठीक है, एक तो हो गया कंट्रोल कॉपी, कॉपी करेगा, कॉपी और कट में क्या फर्क है, ये कॉपी यहीं पे छोड़ देगा इस वर्ड, मतलब इस सेंटेंस को। अगर आपने Ctrl+X कर दिया, Ctrl+X अगर कर दिया तो यहाँ से गायब हो जाएगा, ये आपको हटाना है, मान ले यहाँ से कहीं और पेस्ट करना है, तो आप Ctrl+X मारोगे और Ctrl+V मारोगे। क्लियर? चलो।
How do you insert a picture in MS Word? Insert tab or pictures.
ठीक है, आप इंसर्ट टैब एक ऊपर है वहां पे उस क्लिक करोगे और पिक्चर इंसर्ट कर दोगे, एज सिंपल एज दैट. चलो.
What is the use of the undo button? Is it
स्टोर.
reverse the last action?
ठीक है, तो इसका मतलब क्या हुआ कि मान लो अगर तुमने कंट्रोल एक्स करके कंट्रोल वी कर दिया, कहीं और पेस्ट कर दिया, तो आप कंट्रोल जेड मारोगे तो वो दोबारा से उसको रिस्टोर कर देगा. ठीक है, अंडू कर देगा उस कमांड को प्रीवियस. चलो आगे बढ़ो.
How can you underline a word in MS Word? Answer: press Ctrl plus U or click the U icon.
ठीक है, तो ये वी हैव ऑलरेडी डिस्कस कि आप यहाँ पर अंडरलाइन करना है आपको, तो कंट्रोल प्लस यू दबाओगे. नेक्स्ट.
How do you change font color in a document? Go to Home tab, click Font Color button.
Clear है? We have already discussed and also we are going to discuss in our practical classes. We have discussed in our practical classes as well. So click font color button. चलो next.
What is the default font in MS Word 2016 and later? Calibri.
So Calibri हमने डिस्कस किया था ना अपनी क्लास में, वहां पर जो आ रहा था Calibri लिखा हुआ आ रहा था Calibri 11, तो वो बाय डिफॉल्ट कहते हैं कि जो डिफॉल्ट फॉन्ट यूज कर रहा है वो क्या कर रहा है, Calibri. तो ये क्वेश्चन आ सकता है बेटा टेस्टों में, ध्यान रखना. तुम आगे करो.
What is the use of save as command? To save a copy with the new name or location.
ठीक है, तो सेव और सेव एज में डिफरेंस होता है. सेव आपको फर्स्ट टाइम पूछेगा कि किस नाम से आपको फाइल सेव करनी है. ठीक है, एट द वेरी फर्स्ट टाइम when you are going to save a file, it is going to ask you the file name. If you are using Control S again on that particular file, it is not going to ask you anything else, right? But on the other hand, if you use save as command, it is going to ask you name again and again. अगर आप एक बार फाइल पे सेव एज यूज कर रहे हो, दोबारा नाम पूछेगा वो क्या नाम देना है. फिर सेव एज करोगे फिर दोबारा पूछेगा. सेव नहीं पूछेगा आपसे क्योंकि आप सेव कर रहे हो उसी पर्टिकुलर फाइल को. क्लियर है? सेव एज का मतलब है आपके पास एक फाइल खुली हुई है, ये वाली फाइल खुली हुई है, आपको किसी और नाम से यू वांट टू सेव दिस पर्टिकुलर फाइल विद अनदर नेम एट अनदर प्लेस. दैट इज इंपॉर्टेंट. चलो जी, कौन है?
What is the ribbon in MS Word? It is the top bar that contains tabs and tools.
ठीक है, विच इज कॉल्ड टास्क बार एज वेल वी कैन से. रिबन कहते हैं वो जो ऊपर लिखा हुआ था ना, कंट्रोल बी वगैरह, बी बोल्ड यू है ना, आई और यू वगैरह था उसके अंदर. चलो कुछ है.
Which tab allow you to insert tablets and pictures? Answer: insert bar. Tab.
ठीक है, तो इंसर्ट टैब आपको टेबल्स पिक्चर्स वगैरह इंसर्ट करने में हेल्प कर सकता है.
How do you apply bullet points? Click the bullet icon in the Home tab.
सो बुलेट पॉइंट करने के लिए क्या है कि वहां पर हमने जो डिस्कस किया था ऊपर रिबन में, आपके पास बुलेट है, वहां पर बुलेट पे प्रेस करोगे आफ्टर सिलेक्टिंग द लाइंस. मान लो 3 लाइन है तो 3 बुलेट आ जाएंगे. वहां पे 10 लाइन है तो 10 सिलेक्ट करोगे उसको 10 आ जाएंगे बुलेट्स. राइट. नेक्स्ट.
What is the use of spelling and grammar tool to check and correct spelling or grammar mistakes?
ठीक है, आप स्पेलिंग एंड ग्रामर टूल को कैसे यूज करोगे टू करेक्ट द स्पेलिंग एंड ग्रामर. चलो नेक्स्ट.
How do you align text to the right? Answer: press Ctrl plus R or click right align button.
तो ये हमने क्या है कि टास्क बार में हमने देखा है कि हम लेफ्ट अलाइन राइट अलाइन कैसे करेंगे, है ना. अलाइनमेंट टैब पे क्लिक कर देते हैं अपन. तो अगर अपने को राइट अलाइन करना है तो वी कैन यूज कंट्रोल प्लस आर आफ्टर सिलेक्टिंग दैट पर्टिकुलर piece of paragraph or piece of lines. Right. Next.
What is a header? Text appearing at the top of every page.
ठीक है, सो हेडर इज बेसिकली व्हाट, ये जब मान लो ये वाली फाइल है तो इसके ऊपर जो है ना, बिल्कुल जहां यहाँ पर देखो ध्यान से, इसके ऊपर वाला जो पार्ट है जो वो भी ब्लैंक है तो दिस इज कॉल्ड हेडर. और ये वाला नीचे वाला जो पार्ट रहेगा दैट इज कॉल्ड फुटर, जहां पर ये 2 नंबर लिखा हुआ है यानी कि पेज नंबर यहाँ पे लिखा हुआ है. दिस इज कॉल्ड हेडर. राइट. चलो.
How can you insert a header? Insert tab to header.
ठीक है, तो आसान है बहुत. इंसर्ट टैब करके हेडर हम उसको इंसर्ट कर सकते हैं. नेक्स्ट.
How do you add page number? Insert tab page number.
ठीक है, तो आप इंसर्ट टैब में आएंगे और पेज नंबर को क्लिक कर देंगे. जैसे यहाँ पे पेज नंबर आ गया तो पेज नंबर दे देगा वो. क्लियर है? वेरी सिंपल. तो यू हैव टू मेमोराइज ऑल दीज कमांड. दीज आर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट कमांड. चलो.
What is footer? Text appearing at the bottom of every page.
तो दिस इज द फुटर है. चलो नेक्स्ट।
What is template in MS Word? A pre-designed layouts for creating documents.
ठीक है, टेम्पलेट्स मैं आपको बता देता हूँ यहाँ पे, और हमने डिस्कस भी किया है, राइट। अगर यहाँ पर कहीं दिखाएगा तो जो हमने सेव किया, ठीक है, ये देखो ध्यान से, जब आप वर्ड फाइल खोलते हो नई एकदम फ्रेश, तो यहाँ पे क्या दिखा रहा है, ये दीज आर टेम्पलेट्स, राइट। तो यहाँ पे अलग अलग टेम्पलेट्स दिखा रहा है ये। तो आप कोई भी टेम्पलेट यूज करोगे, रेडीमेड टेम्पलेट है, आप उस पर टाइप करोगे तो वो टेम्पलेट सेम रहेगा। क्लियर है? चलो जी नेक्स्ट।
What is the shortcut to print a document? Control+P.
प्रिंट डॉक्यूमेंट करने के लिए आप या तो फाइल पे जाके प्रिंट कर सकते हैं, या आप डायरेक्ट आपने एक फाइल बना ली है उसको प्रिंट देना है तो Ctrl+P आप यूज करेंगे। वेरी सिंपल।
What is the purpose of find or replace? To search and change specific text in a document.
ठीक है, फॉर एग्जाम्पल मान लो यहाँ पर हमारे पास जैसे क्वेश्चन मार्क आ रहा है, देखो ध्यान से, आपने इसको क्वेश्चन मार्क को हटाना है विद डॉट, डेसिमल से हटाना है, तो आप क्या करोगे, फाइंड एंड रिप्लेस कमांड का यूज करोगे, और क्वेश्चन मार्क की जगह वो पूछेगा कि भाई रिप्लेस विद व्हाट, तो यहाँ पे डॉट डाल दोगे बस। तो ये जितना भी आपको क्वेश्चन मार्क दिख रहे हैं वो हट जाएंगे, वहां डॉट आ जाएगा। फाइंड एंड रिप्लेस का मतलब होता है कि मान लो एक फाइल के अंदर कुछ एक एरर आ गया, फॉर एग्जांपल कहीं पर बार बार लिखा हुआ आ रहा है, आर आ रहा है या ए आ रहा है, एक्स्ट्रा है, आपको लग रहा है कि यार ये गलत आ गया, या कोई भी मान लो कहीं पे आपने दिखा कि ऐसे ऐसे लिखा हुआ आ रहा है कुछ भी, है ना, तो आप क्या करोगे, फाइंड एंड रिप्लेस करोगे, इसको ब्लैंक के साथ रिप्लेस कर दोगे, खत्म हो जाएगा सारा का सारा। नेक्स्ट।
Which feature helps check synonyms? Answer thesaurus.
थिसारस बेसिकली क्या, डिक्शनरी है ये ऑनलाइन, राइट। सिनोनिम आपने पूछना है, आप वर्ड को हाईलाइट करोगे, आप पूछ लोगे भाई इसका वर्ड मीनिंग क्या है, सिनोनिम क्या है, राइट। नेक्स्ट।
What is word art? Answer, a tool to create a decorative text.
ठीक है, वर्ड आर्ट आता है, ऊपर से आप उसके अंदर क्या है, टास्क बार में जाओगे, वर्ड आर्ट दिखा रहा होगा, अलग अलग फॉन्ट साइज होता है, कलरफुल, ये आपको ऐसे लिखना है, कर्सिव लिखना है, किस तरीके से लिखना है।
What is a text box in MS Word? A container to insert and move text freely.
टेक्स्ट बॉक्स होता है, आपने एक बॉक्स यहाँ पे चूज कर लिया कि भैया टेक्स्ट बॉक्स है, इसके अंदर लिखेंगे, तो आप इसका एडवांटेज क्या है, देखो आपने यहाँ पर ABC लिख दिया है, आप इस ABC को उठाएंगे, क्लिक करेंगे इसके ऊपर, आप इसको मूव करके यहाँ पे भी लिख सकते हैं, वर्ड को खाली को नहीं लिख सकते हैं, ठीक है, टेक्स्ट बॉक्स, दैट इज इंपॉर्टेंट। चलो।
How do you insert a hyperlink in a document? Select text, press Ctrl+K, enter link.
ठीक है, ये इंपॉर्टेंट रहेगा, वी हैव ऑलरेडी डिस्कस्ड, और हम इसको और प्रैक्टिकल क्लासेस में भी समझेंगे आगे, ये बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग है। चलो नेक्स्ट। सो हियर वी हैव डिस्कस्ड ऑल द क्वेश्चंस रिलेटेड टू द MS Word, एंड दीज क्वेश्चंस इज गोइंग टू हेल्प यू आउट इन एनहांसिंग योर स्किल रिलेटेड टू MS Word, एज दीज क्वेश्चंस कंटेन व्हाट, शॉर्टकट कीवर्ड्स, राइट, शॉर्टकट की to do different operations like Ctrl+C plus Ctrl+V etc. And now you have to appear in an online test on the basis of these questions, whatever we have learned in our practical lab as well. Now students, we are going to discuss MS Word practically on computer. First we are starting our MS Word by typing word in the search bar. Once we type word in the search bar, you can see the word app here. The word app is highlighted here. You can simply click it on, and you can see that there are different options available here. These are called themes, you can say, or different format which Word is providing here. Now we have to start with a blank document here. Now the cursor is blinking. That means from here we can start our typing. First let us understand about the different format of this Word file. The topmost bar you can see where document 1 is written, or the name of the file is written, it is called the title bar. And the place here you can see where file, home, insert tabs, bold, italics is written, this is called the ribbon. This entire part is called the ribbon, as we have also discussed this in our theory part. And this bold icon, I icon, are called tabs. This is the alignment tabs, and below here where focus and read mode etc is written, or when we type any letter or word, say I am typing it like Sachin Sharma, and you can see that it is showing page 101, two words is written here. So this is called the status bar. So this is the status bar. Now let's write a paragraph, and with the help of that paragraph we are going to learn different formatting what we can do on MS Word. So here is the paragraph which is on our NGO, which is Udgam Welfare Foundation. Here I have intentionally given two errors in the paragraph so that we can discuss how to remove this paragraph by using grammar tab. So let's first understand how we can remove these type of errors. So we need to go to the review tab here. After that we can see spelling and grammar tab. Now click on that. It is going to show us the error in the spelling and also will give us different option like this WORKS. So we can click it on and we can see that the error has been removed. Similarly, another error here is basically focusing. So here in the right hand side it is showing us the error in that particular spelling, and it is giving us option to replace with. So we can simply click on this, and in this manner we can replace this error. Now this is our Word document. The first thing what you have to do is you can simply save this file at a particular destination so that you can easily recover it later on, or you can easily open that file. So let's first understand how to save a file and in which extension MS Word save a file. Before that, let's first understand how to make a folder. I have clicked on music where I am saving a folder like this. You can right click and then go to new, and after that click on folder. It is going to ask you the name. Let us say we can write this name as my folder. Now you can simply enter, then you can see it is a blank folder. Now let's open our file. Now we can save this file in that particular folder. Go to file, now click on save, then click on music. You can see my folder is there, click on that. Now we can save this file by the name of Udgam Welfare Foundation. You can simply click on save, and we can see that this file has been saved in that particular folder. Now we can simply close this file by clicking on the cross icon which is at the topmost right corner. Click it on. Now let's open it from the folder itself. So here is our file of name Udgam Welfare Foundation. So let's double click on that file. Now we can see the file is again in front of us. Now let's do simple formatting so that you will be able to understand how to do formatting in MS Word, what we have discussed in our theory classes. So let's do one thing first. Let's make this title in bold and centrally aligned, and also let us increase the font size to 20. So number one, let's make it bold. You can make this bold by two options. Either you can use the keyword option, that means you can press Ctrl plus B like this, Ctrl plus B. So you can see the bold content here and our title has become bold. Now another option is you can simply select this part and go to the ribbon where B is there. You can simply click on that. You can see that bold has already done. Now what we can do, we can centrally align this one. So this is the alignment tabs here. This is right aligned, sorry. So this is left aligned, which is by default. This is centrally aligned, and this is right aligned. And this is the justified text That means it is going to give your document clean, crisp edges, so that there is no need to adjust the margin whether it is from left or it is from right. So let's do central align to our header. So we have done the central align to our title here. Now we can increase the font size of this to 20. Let us say this is 20. Now we can simply click on that, and we can see that this particular bracket is coming in the first row and we require it here. So what we can do, basically we can simply press enter. Now it is looking better, and also there is a huge space between the first row which is already blank, and we can see there are already space of 4 rows here. So we can simply use delete button here, 1 2 3. So we have pressed the delete button 3 times, and now we can see that our paragraph has started from the very first line. Now what we can do, we can justify this paragraph so that it will look nice. Now first select this particular paragraph, and you can do the selection with the help of mouse, or you can simply press shift from the first letter, that is of U here, you can see, and after that press shift. Now press the lower arrow key. Now we have selected this. Now you can simply press the justified button here. Now I have pressed the justified button here. Now you can see that the margins from left to right is smoothly aligned and it looks very nice. Now let's do one more thing. Let's bold Udgam Welfare Foundation in this paragraph. So let's select this one and use Ctrl+B here, and we have bold our Udgam Welfare Foundation name. Now let us say we have to write this particular line, or we have to shift this particular line after giving a gap of 1 line. So we can simply use Ctrl+X here, and we can press enter 1 time and another enter, that is the second time, and now we use Ctrl+V. So we have used Ctrl+X first time, and after that we have used Ctrl+V. That means we have done cut and paste here. Now let's understand what is the difference between copy and paste and cut and paste. So we have already seen what happened when we have done cut and paste. It has removed this from here. Now if we do, after selecting this particular paragraph and use Ctrl+C, and after that let us use Ctrl+V here, we can see that it has doubled this paragraph. That means whatever paragraph is written here from the foundation empowers to development, we can see that it has pasted it here. So there is a major difference between cut and paste and copy and paste. Now let us see, we have to do italics this particular part. That means Udgam Welfare Foundation should be italicized. Now we have to press either Ctrl+I, or you can press I button here. So we can see that it has been italicized. Now let us say we have to do underline this part. So we can use Ctrl+U, or you can simply press this U icon here, and now you can see that this part is underlined here. You have to press Ctrl+S at the same time when you make any sort of changes, whether it is a small change or whether it is a big change. So this is very, very important, so that your document will be saved properly and you are not going to lose the content what you have written in your document. Now let us say we have to make this particular part, that is our website www.udgamwelfarefoundation.com, in blue color. So what we can do, we can simply select this part and go to here, which is a font color. Now we have to click here and now click on this, that is blue color. Once you click on this, you can see that our website color has changed to blue color. Now let's understand how to do bulleting or numbering to different lines. So let's do one thing. Let's break this paragraph into different lines, and and try to do numbering here. So let us say that we are having these 4 different lines. Now select all these lines, and what we can do here, we can simply go to this tab, that is bullets. Now press on that. You can see that every line has started with a bullet numbering. Also we can change the pattern of this numbering after selecting again. Go to number here. Now go to number, and you can see that the numbering library is there. You can either use 1 2 3 4, or also you can use ABC here. Let us say we have to use small ABC. Now click on that, and you can see that the bullets are gone and your numbering are converted to small alphabets ABCD. So this is how we can give numbering to different lines or even to paragraphs. Now you can simply use Ctrl+S. Let us say we have to start a new page from here, that means after development, then you can do Ctrl+Enter here. Press Ctrl+Enter. Now you can see that this page has started with this particular numbering. Now we have to remove this numbering. You can use backspace, which is going to delete this particular number here, or E here. Now let us understand how to insert an image on a Word page. Go to insert, and we can see that there is an option of picture. Now we can simply click from this device. Now we can simply select this particular picture, which is Mathematics Live Classes Complete Syllabus Revision by udgamwelfarefoundation.com. So this is our picture what we have inserted on this Word file. You can simply drag so that you can make it small as well as large as per your requirement of the page. Now let's understand how we can make rows and columns, or we can insert a table in a Word file. Go to insert. Now we can see a table tab here. Let us say we require a 4 column and 5 row table. So simply you can click on insert table, and it is going to ask you the requirement. So number of columns, let us say we require 4, and number of rows we require 5. Now click on OK. Now we can see that it is showing us a very good table, and in this table we can simply type our requirement or whatever requirement we have. You can see it is showing us different layouts. So once you click on this, you can see the output, that is plain table 1, this is your plain table 2, this is different, and this is different. So you can simply use these ready-made designs as well. So I have prepared this small data where I have written the serial numbers, name of students, total marks they obtained out of 500, and their rank in the class. So we can simply do little formatting here. We can first centrally align every number or every text here by selecting entire columns. So we can simply click on central align. Now we can see that it has been centrally aligned. Since serial number, name, total and rank is the heading of every column, so we can do bold of these words. So press Ctrl+B here. Now we can see it looks better. Also we can increase the font size of our headings by going here. Currently it is showing 11 and Calibri. So Calibri is the by default font style in MS Word. So we can increase the font size to, let us say, 14 here. Now it is showing us clearly that these are the headings. Now let us change the color of these headings, that is serial number, name, total and rank. So we can simply click here and let us say make it red. So we have changed the color also. So in this manner we can do formatting in tables. Now let us understand how we can change the page layout here. So we have to go to the layout tab. Now click on orientation. So when you click on orientation, it is going to show you 2 options. One is portrait, which is already there. Now let us say we have to convert it to the landscape. So let's click on the landscape, and now you can see that your entire page format has been changed to landscape here. Now let's understand how to give a print command here. Go to file and go to print. Once you go to the print, it is going to ask you pages, how many pages you require, whether you require the entire document or whether you are going to print only the first page, let us say. So it is going to print only the first page here. So after that you can click on print. It is going to give you the printout of this particular page. Now let's understand how we can insert the header and footer in this file. Let's go to the insert tab and click on header. Let's say we have to write Udgam Welfare Foundation in the header. Now you can see here we can write Udgam Welfare Foundation in the header. Currently it is showing the left aligned, but we have to make it to centrally aligned. So go to the home tab, again click on the centrally aligned. Now we can see that on every page it is going to show us Udgam Welfare Foundation in the header bar. Now let's understand how we can insert a footer on every page. Go to the insert tab again and now go to the footer tab. Click on blank. Now let us say we have to type our website name, which is www.udgamwelfarefoundation.com. Since it is left aligned, again now we can simply select it and go to the home tab and press central align. Also we can make it bold. Now we have done bold here. Now we can see that on every page it is showing in the footer section. In this manner we can do header and footer, or we can insert header and footer in every page of a Word document. Now let's understand how we can make a table of content here. First we have to make the title of this particular page. I have introduced another page with 3 different paragraphs with 3 different subheadings. So this is our first heading. So let us make it a heading 1. So here you can see that you can make it a heading 1. Also you can make it centrally aligned. You can make it bold as well. So this is our heading of this particular document. Now this is our second heading. So we can select this particular heading and we are not going to give H1, that is the heading 1, but we are going to give heading 2, so that when we are going to create the table of content, Word file will understand that we are writing this particular heading under Udgam Welfare Foundation. So this is a subheading for this particular heading. Similarly, we can reduce some space here. Now select this and we are going to give it heading 2. Again we can make it bold so that it will look little nice. Now let's make little space here. Similarly select this and make it heading 2 again. Now we have 3 different headings and 3 different paragraphs here. Now we have to make the table of content. So for that you have to go to the references. Now you can see in the first tab it is table of content. You can simply click on that. It is showing you different types, or you can say different formats in which you would like to create the table of content for this particular page. We are clicking on the first type. Simply you can click on this and you can see that how beautifully it is created the content here, because we have created this on single page. That's why it is showing us 111 at every place here. Or for your reference, we can simply copy this particular content on the second page and let's see the result if it is showing us automatically. Let's do Ctrl V here and check our table of content. Right now it is showing the same table of content. Let's delete this particular table of content for your reference so that we can create another table of content. Now click on table of content here. Now we can see that the content on the second page which was there, it is showing here 222. That is, this particular content is available on the page 2 and this is our table of content. So in this manner we can make a table of content. Now let's understand how we can make a hyperlink. That means, let us say this word is there, Udgam Welfare Foundation. If a person see it and once he placed his cursor over here, it is going to show the website URL. So let's do that. First we have to copy this particular URL here, that is udgamwelfarefoundation.com. Now select this part, that is Udgam Welfare Foundation. Now what we can do, we can simply insert, go to the insert tab, and there is one link tab is there. Once you click on the link tab, it is going to ask you address. That means you have to paste the address of the website here. Once you paste it here and press OK, then you can see the color of this particular word has been changed, and once you place your cursor here, it is going to show the website URL. So it is very interesting. This is how you can convert a word into a hyperlink, and that particular word is going to redirect the person to the website. Now let's understand how we can do, or how we can insert a word art. You can go to insert tab, and after that you can see a word art is there. You can click on that. You can try any type of word format here. Let us say we are going to type in this manner. Type here Udgam Welfare Foundation. So in this manner we can type with the help of a word art. What is the advantage of this? You can simply click on this word. After that you can, if you would like to drag this, you can simply drag this particular word anywhere in the document. So this is the main advantage, and also it is going to give you different formats, and you can simply type it, and there is no need to do further formatting in this particular type. Similarly, we can also insert different type of word arts like this. Let us say we are typing like this again, Udgam Welfare Foundation. You can see how beautiful it is going to give you the output. So this is how we can insert a word art. Now let us learn how we can insert a watermark in a document. Sometime you require in your office that your document should require a confidential watermark at the back side, or maybe the company name at the back side of the page. Now you can go to design tab. Here you can see the watermark tab at the right top corner. You can click on this. You can see there are different options. Let us try this particular option which states confidential here. After clicking on that, you can see that confidential is written on every page of the document. So once you click on this particular, or once you print this particular document, then you can see at the background of this particular content you will see confidential written. So these are sometimes very important and very crucial for organizations. We can also change the content of this watermark. Currently it is written confidential. You can go to the watermark and you can see a button, custom watermark. You can click on that. Here you can see confidential is written. Let us say we have to write Udgam Welfare Foundation. Now click on OK. You can see that Udgam Welfare Foundation is written in the watermark section here. So in this manner we can insert a watermark in a Word document. So that was all in this particular video. You can refer our study material also on MS Word. Once you learn the MS Word concepts, you can give our online test which is available free of cost on our website. I am going to share the link in the description box. Thank you so much, and we are going to meet in our next videos. Till then, goodbye, take care.